Good morning, I'm Dr. Ben again for today's Wellness Wednesday. And quick review, okay? One, we want to get more protein, especially early, starting our day, but more protein throughout the day, more fiber, okay, from fruits and vegetables. You also got it in your M Smart, more fiber, and then decrease the sugar. Think of it as moving the good things you want in and moving the things you want less of out. Okay, don't make it so hard all at once, but just move more of the good things in to your meal. Look if there's some color on your plate, add something healthy, drink something healthy first, some water first, and then you can still have some of the other things. You don't have to stop cold turkey, but move the healthy things in first and then start moving the other things out. Now, today I want to talk about another cool thought, and it's actually something that has been a big part of my rhythm, my life, but I didn't have this phrase for it, and I just heard this on a fitness ad yesterday on Instagram, and it's this idea of movement snacks. We all like to snack, but how about movement snacks throughout the day, okay? And this is really how I live my life, and especially for any of you that live at home or have some, work at home or have some ability to move throughout the day. This could be in breaks at work and stuff too. This can be a huge factor. And this is what actually, this practice is part of what has allowed me, together with our healthy aging supplements and healthy gene expression that you may learn about through the person who invited you, the combination of that plus movement snacks throughout my day compounded over years is what allowed me at over 58 years of age to run my first Spartan race recently with our adult sons. And I was able to do that without specific training for the race or even regular going to the gym, but it was just from these healthy movement snacks throughout the day, keeping my mobility going. Okay, so what are movement snacks? It means moving throughout the day, taking little breaks to move, and you can even attach it to another habit that you have. Maybe it's getting your coffee or getting a snack, an actual physical snack, but do a little movement first or do a little bit of movement after. This morning I went for a walk with Rochelle. I love Olivia and Tommy's reel recently about how they like to go for a walk later in the day and talk and connect as a family. Rochelle and I did that for a few minutes this morning. Only took 10 minutes, but we get the morning light, we get our body moving, we get to connect a little bit, and it just became a kind of a movement snack to start our day. And then I also love, we have stairs, so going up and down the stairs throughout the day. Sometimes I, on purpose, am less efficient, so I have to go down and up and down a little bit more just to get a little more movement in. Okay, and now I want to show you a couple other possible things you could do to move at home, and also want to highlight Vivian, our Pilates instructor and black belt in Taekwondo. One of her first videos here was some different at-home workouts. You could grab any one of those sets, for example, or 2 or 3, and not necessarily have to do the full workout for your movement snack, but just do a snack, all right? And how many of you sometimes don't exercise or don't move because you're thinking of too big a step? You're like, I don't have time for a full workout. I don't have time to go for a gym. But maybe you have time for a 10 or 15 minute walk or snack. Maybe it's only 5 minutes. Maybe it's only one set of the exercises that Vivian showed you, okay? But just stand up and move. Even if you can do something every hour, do something, and then a few times a day, maybe it's a little bit more. Stack a couple of the movements, but do some movement snacks. So you ready? If you'd like to see a couple, here's the first ones are a couple that we saw on a recent virtual Tony Robbins event from his posture guy. And I was just showing it to Rochelle because she was feeling a little back soreness after reading quite a bit and enjoying a novel. And so here's a couple of things. One is, he said, stand with your feet about a fist apart, okay? And turn your toes in a little bit. One of our other partners, Dr. Kay, I was visiting her over the weekend, and she mentioned that your posture and your power goes up a little bit as soon as you turn in and kind of raise up a little bit rather than kind of slouching and having your feet go out. So just turn your toes in a little bit, pretty close. Okay, that's what I'm doing with my feet. And now what we're gonna do is, one of the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna just put our hands out to the side. So I'm gonna back up so you can see it. And what we want is we want our thumbs, we're making a little fist with our thumbs pointing back. Okay, our thumbs are pointing back, so our palms are kind of pointing up, and we're putting our arms out to the side, and we're actually going to pull our shoulder blades back so I cannot see my fist out of my peripheral vision. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going in little circles. Okay, just little circles with my shoulder blades pulled back, and I'm doing 30 of these. All right, so 30 of these just to activate these upper back muscles, but everything is connected. So whatever I activate, and we're not used, especially those that are somewhat sedentary, those of us sedentary or driving a lot, we're not used to activating these. So I do about 30 of these, okay? And then all I do is I switch the rotation direction. I still have my thumbs pointing back and my palms up. So same thing, but I'm just switching the direction. So now I'm going the other direction for a count of 30. And if you're in a place where you can do it, just do it with me right now. Let's just do 30 of these. All right. I actually lost count, but let's do a few more. Okay. You're doing it and you're pulling your shoulder blades back. So you're just activating those upper back muscles. All right. So we did that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take, again, the same kind of sort of like a fist, but with your thumbs sticking out. And we're going to have our thumbs pointing down and put our fist at our temples so our elbows are out. I kind of think of a chicken. And we're going to go back and forth 30 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I still have my feet in that same way. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, kind of fun, huh? And then we can also do this. We can lace our fingers. A lot of you have probably done this. Still have my toes pointed in a little bit, my feet not too far apart, and just go straight up. Okay, I don't need to lean back. I'm just going straight up. So I'm kind of making myself a vertical pillar. All right, and then you can also lean forward a little bit, just bend at the waist. And I'm not trying to do a major stretch. I'm just kind of activating my lower back muscles now, and I can feel it on my hamstrings a little bit too. But I'm activating my lower back muscles again because we're not using those a whole lot. A lot of us, especially if we're sedentary. So you can do that. Now, the other thing that they did, okay, kind of fun, is getting into like a crouch, like you're about to run. I put my opposite arm forward, so my left knee's forward. My left foot is flat. My back foot, I'm on the balls of my feet. Got this hand forward. And now for about 30, 45 seconds, we're gonna go as fast as we can without moving our legs. Okay, ready, set, go. As fast as you can without moving your legs. And this looks kind of cool. And the video's not sped up. This is just me doing it. It's actually helping go a little bit faster spurts at soccer. All right. Athletes do this for improving their sprints, but this is a great way to get your balance and a little bit of movement and blood flow. Okay, now we're gonna switch legs. So the other leg goes back, and now I'm gonna put the opposite hand forward to start, and same thing. All right, ready, go. Okay, we're going as fast as we can, 30 to 45 seconds. You know, I don't always count, but I just do it. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it. Okay, all right, for example. And then I sometimes like to go up one more time. All right, and then also another thing you can do is just bounce on the balls of your feet. So only my heels are going up and down. And I let my arms kind of jingle. This kind of gets your lymph flow going, gets things moving. You could always stand up at your desk and do this any time of day just to get things moving a little bit. Sometimes I like to just do a little bit of semi squats and swinging my arms. All right, and then one other thing I like to do in the morning, another movement snack that goes along with an activity. Actually, when I got back from my walk, I like to have my protein shake. And so when I have my protein shake, I actually jump up and down while I'm shaking my protein shake. I just make it a routine, okay? So I do about 30 of those while I'm doing my shake and gets things moving. And then I like to squat all the way down. So just kind of stretch that lower back, stretch the different joints and things like that. And then another gentleman online, sweating a little bit here, it's hot, is Matt Fury, talked about just even in a squat, just moving a little bit, kind of feel yourself grounded on the ground, move your hands, feel the energy, but also kind of moving in little circles. I'm helping the mobility of my joints. Instead of just going up and down or side to side, I'm kind of rotating a little bit and moving that around. Now, if you're not somebody who can squat all the way down, you can still do that wherever you are. Sometimes when I brush my teeth, or those of you that use the LumiSpa in the bathroom, I like, instead of just standing there doing it, I like to move around a little bit while I'm doing it. So think of that. Keep your body moving, movement snacks, move the good in, move the stuff that's less desirable out, and let's continue to grow together. Bye for now.